That shit gonna be fucked
checked
up.
out.
All right. The Fuller Podcast is on the clock.
All right.
Fuller Podcast is on the clock.
Shot o'clock in a minute.
The Fuller Podcast is on the clock.
Oh, he's been recording the whole time.
Yeah.
He's thinking that, right?
Try to record.
Oh, damn.
But are y'all ready? Mel, you ready?
Yep.
Reece, you ready?
Yes.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome to the Fuller Podcast. I'm your host, Avery Fuller, with my co-host and host is, of course, I got my wife with me, Mel Reece, a.k.a. Mel. I got my boy, long time, forever and ever, my man, 50 grand, Mel Reece.
Yeah, what's good?
A.k.a. Reece. We got
the legend.
got a lot to go through on this agenda of ours. But first, of course, it's icebreaker time. And before we start the icebreaker, we always got to begin our show with none other than... Shot o'clock, baby.
All right.
So if you're at home and you're enjoying this show, take a shot with us. If you drink, if you don't drink, take a shot of water. I don't give a damn.
Kool-Aid.
Just take a shot. And make sure, as always, you drink responsibly. Throw it back.
Chocolate.
Oh, she ain't made no ugly face this time.
She can't help it.
Last time her
Shut
chest
up.
was burning off.
Look at her. Got to chase her with the root. Yeah, with the...
Chase her with the Kool-Aid.
This is my
Kool-Aid in
mixed
the-
drink. Excuse me.
Oh,
It
excuse
is.
my friend. All right, we got the icebreaker that we about to pop off with, and the question for the icebreaker, which is what we're gonna call, what is it?
I don't know.
What's the question?
Would you rather?
Would you rather? Okay, there we go. Boom.
And I thought I didn't know what we was talking
Would you
about.
rather? So,
Exactly. His idea.
so would you rather? The question is, would you rather A, eat insects, including crickets, bees, all the spiders?
Are they seasoned?
No, just raw.
Just raw.
Still alive, actually.
Oh,
So,
this season.
Would you rather eat insects
Hey, libraries make everything.
or
great.
would you rather eat ass? Man, we're gonna start with you.
I'm going to go ahead and go with the insects.
What?
So you gonna eat live spiders?
I'm going to eat them live ass spiders.
You
Damn.
just said ass. You might as well eat the ass.
No, I'm not going to eat the ass.
So you're going to feel them bite and then
I will.
that crunch and then
Yep.
all the
Spiders
guts.
all day.
So you
And that
gonna
Spiders.
little brown hole, that starfish.
the brown?
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what we're talking about
So you
anymore.
ain't gonna eat the brown booty hole.
No, sir.
All right, Reece. What about you,
I'm eating ass.
Reece? Somebody put me to the best ass eater.
Call me what you want, but I ain't eating the bugs.
But Reece, I definitely agree with you. I probably eat some ass if I eat some.
You know what I
bugs.
mean?
I'm
That
just.
shit
I'm,
brown.
My God.
I am not an ass eater though. Let's be clear. I'm not an ass eater.
Sure.
I'm not. I don't listen. I don't eat ass, and it's the reason why. Let me tell you why. Because shit come out of it. Plain and simple.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I don't eat shit. If I'm gonna eat ass, I might as well eat shit. Wrong or right?
I don't know.
Reece, do you eat shit?
No.
I mean,
You eat roaches.
you
Shut up.
rather eat ass, so
But you rather eat roaches.
I eat the insects. I'm not eating no
You know
ass.
what they have? Ass. And you know what
Well,
live
yeah,
roaches
if
have?
you-
Shit.
If you eat the insects, you eat the insect's ass.
And they shit. So,
the whole damn insect. Well,
so I rather
I'm not
eat
eating
something
no
I know
ass.
that's clean.
So
I
you
can
eat
clean
spider
it.
ass?
No.
You can clean it.
You can clean ass.
Not that motherfucker fire.
I mean, you know, sometimes a little air freshener.
Air
fresh.
freshener.
Yes.
What the fuck is air freshener gonna do about the gas that's coming out the hole? The hole gonna be infested.
Oh, so you just gonna spray and then eat the ass? Is that what you're talking about?
We said when he fought.
But, bruh, so you gonna eat a farted ass?
So yes.
I
You eat roaches.
What is going on?
Bro, I don't eat roaches.
You said
okay?
you want to eat live roaches.
I would eat
you know what's
insects.
inside
I
of
don't
live
know what the fuck
roaches?
is happening.
Don't even matter. I
Guts,
would eat.
ass,
First
shit.
off, y'all asked me would I eat some spiders. I eat that
Shit.
spider.
Roaches
is
are
what
way
it
worse.
is.
You don't even know where that roach been at. It could have been on some
I don't
ass.
even know how I get to roaches.
My man.
Y'all asked me that I want to eat some spiders.
Wait.
No, we said bugs and roaches.
Put everybody on.
When you say bugs and roaches.
So let's just make this clear.
What?
Reese, you gonna eat a farty ass
If it fart on me.
if it fart? What if the bitch was eating bugs?
And
The
she farted
gas
on me?
is buggy gas, so you might well eat the bug.
Well, you said you'll eat ass too.
Right, but I won't eat a farty ass.
How do you know
Bitch,
that
you
she
ain't
gonna
about-
fart? Unless you see that starfish pucker.
Oh,
The starfish. Fuck it.
That
Fuck
brown starfish?
is that what that? Okay.
it. That's what it's
Okay.
called.
That's what you were talking about.
Yes, the brown starfish.
Oh my
Oh, okay.
god. They call the asshole a brown starfish?
Well, I do.
That's the first time that
You
I
ever
heard
seen
that.
the mouth of a starfish?
No, nigga.
No.
Look it up. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
The fuck am I
Okay.
Now you
thinking?
gonna look at starfish and think of ass. You're
Oh
welcome.
my gosh.
Oh man,
It puckers.
Well,
it does. Okay.
the ass puckers.
Shut up, Roach Eater.
So
Listen.
what's the other thing that
Oh God.
the Japanese what?
Oh, I mean, anybody can Google it.
What is it?
I happen to not be able to spell Japanese for one eye reason, so I Googled Japanese rain goggles.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you really want me to tell you what it is.
Yes, please.
Yeah, what
At
is
this
it?
part, I need to know.
Okay. It's when you bout the bus and you stand over your shorty and her eyelashes are tickling your balls while you're not.
What the fuck?
That's a Japanese rain goggle.
Wait. But you made a mistake and ran across this?
I was trying to look up the word Japanese because I couldn't spell it.
You
And
couldn't
somehow, some way, God directed me in that way.
Bruh, man, education.
Oh,
Blame it
man.
on God. He
What, I didn't-
directed you to that.
Somebody-
Google.
So what we said
Oh
is that
my
Reese,
gosh.
you could spell Japanese, and so then you learn how to get your balls tickled with eyelashes.
Yes. And I will say that is glorious.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! Who
You're
the fuck?
welcome.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome.
Oh no.
You're welcome.
Man, now it's another. What's the one called? Well, the never mind. I don't even wanna-
That's
I don't even want to
extreme.
talk about that one.
You talking about blunking? I know exactly what you're
Not a
talking about.
blumpkin.
What?
That is disgusting.
What?
That's disgusting. A
We're gonna leave
blumpkin
that
is when,
alone.
when you get your mollywop sucked on while you're sitting on the toilet taking
No,
a
why you
dump.
taking his shit?
Yeah, I know what that is.
That's nasty.
That is quite disgusting. But
It is.
but you can say in many cases the balls probably, the doo-doo probably don't touch the balls if it's not diarrhea. Now if
What?
it's diarrhea, it might splash and hit the toilet, psh, splash on the balls. Splash on the balls.
She was throwing up.
Oh my God.
It's fucking gross. All right, let's get to this week's TV show of the week.
Next transition.
Yeah.
Let's talk about TV after that.
This
Next.
week's TV show is The Lincoln Lawyer. The Lincoln Lawyer is airing now on Netflix.
Season 2 is.
Season 2 is. It's a great
Yes.
show. It's based off of the movie. If you ever watched it, the movie starring Matthew McConaughey.
I actually didn't know it was a movie.
Yeah,
crazy.
absolutely. It was a movie out before the show. So if you haven't seen the movie, watch it. It's a really good movie. It's got Matthew McConaughey in it. So I think he's one of the A-listers that existed in this world. But with that said, the TV show is really good. Me and Mel, we started watching it when Mel Reece came over and said, "Yeah, I watched Lincoln Lawyer." And we was like, "No, not yet." So we started watching it, and
Got hooked on it.
yeah, we
You're
got it
welcome.
all the way through, man.
You're
I mean, we got an episode or two left, but I can tell you it's definitely a great movie. It was well put together, well thought out. It's similar to Suits in its own little way.
Yeah, I can take that.
Tell me what y'all think about it. I'm gonna start with you, Reese.
It's a great movie.
So
I'm a stickler for cars. It has a nice Cadillac. The Lincoln Continental in there. I said Cadillac, but Lincoln Continental. Oops. But it's compelling. Like it's one of those shows that just has some of everything in it.
It does.
It brings you in. It's thrilling. It's exciting. It's funny. It's sad. It's happy. It's one of those just shows where it pulls you in, and then next thing you know, you're on episode 8, and you know what I mean. You're like, hold on, where my day went, and you don't even care because you done binged it.
Yeah, I mean, that's tend to be the case. What about you, Mel?
Oh yeah, Lincoln Lawyer is really good. Just watching him get those criminals off.
Watching him
get the criminals off.
Okay,
it's not like that.
Just watching him.
The show is.
You see how she said it, right?
Just watching him.
Wait a minute. First off, I didn't say it like that.
That's how it came off.
That's not how it came off.
I can hear it. It just says, just watching him.
That was a little erotic.
Oh, my gosh. Anyways, the show is very interesting. So, like you said, it does suck you in. So, honestly, we've been binge watching The Lincoln Lawyer.
We have. And it's been good, man. Like,
it's good.
Right now, season 2 only got 5 episodes, and the way Netflix have been doing it, from what I've seen, is they'll drop half of the episode, and then they'll drop the other half. I think is in August or September.
See, Netflix, I don't know what they doing with that crazy mess.
But I think that's
week half seasons and stuff.
That's more of a tentative thing, because if they drop the whole thing, people gonna binge it all in one day and then not go back to it no more.
Yeah, I gotta look into how Netflix really gets paid.
So it makes sense, man. But no matter what, nonetheless, it is definitely a great show to watch.
It's
if you get a chance, tune in, check it out. Netflix, or if you jailbreak Fire Sticks or whatever, it's on that too.
Netflix only.
All right, next up we got the movie of the week. The movie of the week is
it's a great movie. Wonderful.
The movie of the week is DC's very own The Flash. The Flash. It was nonetheless disappointing as fuck.
No, tell us how you really feel, Avery.
It was some shit.
Right.
It's possibly the worst DC movie that has been made up to this point.
Oof.
Literally. There's all types of things that I don't like about it, but I ain't gonna
why not?
Vent right now. I'm gonna give y'all the floor, let y'all kind of tell me how y'all felt about it. Mel, I'm gonna start with you.
Oh my goodness. The pose. Let's talk about the run.
With the leg up.
Oh, the run.
Oh my gosh. I just feel like they chose the wrong person. Like they cast the wrong person.
I
think they should have used Barry Allen from the show, the
TV
CW.
series,
yeah, they should have used
100%.
him.
I think everybody agreed with that.
They made him so stupid. Like he was just dumb for no reason.
And Barry Allen is super smart.
Exactly. That's what was throwing me.
He's a genius type smart.
That was throwing me for a loop because he was literally acting like a fucking bubblehead. You know what I'm saying? And
even the way he sound was horrible. Like his voice was bad. His voice was bad. His suit was bad. His run was bad. The movie was bad.
I like the suit.
I did not like the suit. Did you see it when it flew out and it was all small and then it got big? That was stupid.
I like the suit.
Bruh.
Why they even add that in there?
It's just an effect.
The younger him was even dumber.
Bruh.
Well, I mean, when you were young, you're dumb.
So, no, he was just ridiculous.
So it's completely... it's sad. Ezra Miller has a really dumb face, and it's not his fault. He was born that way. He just got a dumb face. Him playing the Flash made the Flash look dumb. His face looked big in the suit. You know what I'm saying? The way he sounds crazy. The way he acts sounds crazy. I feel like he did a good job from an acting standpoint, but the acting was bad. Like, if that makes sense. He did a good job acting, looking dumb. If he ain't really dumb, he did a hell of a job looking dumb.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just feel like it definitely could have been a much better experience. They followed the same storyline as the show, which I didn't have a problem with, but it was certain things that stood out. Number one, he went back in time, changed the timeline. Spoiler alerts, by the way. The problem with that is he ran into the first Batman, which is played by Michael Keaton, which that Batman seemed better than the regular Batman, Ben Affleck.
Jesus,
which is
but
trash.
that's not hard. That's not a hard reach.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Things that stood out to me is that, number one, Batman died. Stupidest shit ever. Michael Keaton died, which he was the best Batman from what I can see up to that point.
He died?
Not he died in the movie. You ain't see it?
I must have went to sleep.
It was dark out.
I told you the movie was garbage like that.
Bro, the movie was he fucked up the entire universe just to try to bring his mama back.
I mean,
and didn't bring his mama back.
You can't sit there and say nobody would bring his mama back. The storyline itself would have been a solid storyline had somebody else done it. DC has a way of just ruining good storylines. When they have, if anybody watches DC, their cartoon movies are amazing. If they just snatch that cartoon movie storyline and put it in real life, it would change DC's world. I for the life of me, I don't understand whose thought was for that pose. You right.
Exactly.
And his run was just stupid. The CGI was horrible. I don't know they had a $300-some million budget, but it looked like somebody did it on TikTok.
Right.
Bruh.
Like everything.
Then he was older than he act by far, right?
I think so.
All
yes.
he did the whole time was complain. Right? And while he complaining, babies falling out the building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He put the baby in the microwave.
The CGI with the babies was horrible.
Bro, it was very disappointing.
You know what it reminded me of? You remember in X-Men, which one was that? When Quicksilver finally came and he was running and he went to go save all the kids from out the Professor X out of the mansion. Mm-hmm. That was 10 times better than that. And that's what, 10 years ago?
Absolutely. Exactly. Like, that's my thing. The expectations were substantial because, this was one of the big movies with
a big budget.
DC.
The technology is here now where you could do anything and make it look real. It was just bad.
And I got to say this, but Ben Affleck is a horrible ass Batman.
Well, him and the Twilight dude, it gets no worse.
But that then creates another question from my behalf, and that is, who do you think is the best Batman thus far up to this point?
I'm Christian Bale. To me, that Dark Knight series is crazy. I watch it. I go back and watch it. I watched it the other day. Mm-hmm. There's nobody.
Now, is you watching it for Christian Bale, or are you watching it because the Joker was phenomenal and Bane was phenomenal?
See, the thing is, I watched Batman Begins. I watched the whole three movies together. To me, Christian Bale is just a purist of Batman. To me, Michael Keaton is Batman.
Okay. I can dig that.
I don't think there's anybody. Was it George Clooney tried it?
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer tried it. But there's nobody to me who represented Batman better than what's his name?
Michael Keaton was the first, so he gonna always kind of have that
always. And remember, y'all grew up to that,
right? But
you know what I mean. I've seen it in the movies.
But when Michael Keaton did it, it seemed comic-ish, right?
Well, that was the point at that time,
right.
But it was still dark because what's his name who directed that movie?
Yeah, it wasn't as dark. That shit had the penguin in it.
Yeah, it wasn't. I'm saying
Dan DeVito was the penguin with penguins in a pool. You know what I'm saying?
As far as the scene, and you remember he pulled the umbrella with the little kid thing.
Right, and he was eating raw fish and shit.
But that's what the penguin. That's what the penguin did.
Right, but that was more comic-y, while the Dark Knight was more also.
I think that's who directed that
real
movie.
Life, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the Joker can be a real psychopath. You know what I'm saying?
He was legit crazy.
And Bane could be a real person.
Yeah, those are real legit people.
So but what about you, Mel? Who your favorite Batman?
Oh, I mean, we grew up off Michael Keaton, so I mean, for the most part, that's who I would have to go with. But as far as what's his name? Who they're trying to get to play the Batman? I don't know how that's
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's trash.
They gave him too many tries.
And I do want to go ahead and point out there that in The Flash, Michael Keaton did a great job.
Oh, he was.
I said when I watched the movie, bro.
He was the movie. That's
Literally.
like Ant-Man. What's his name on the last Ant-Man? To me, if he wasn't in, what's his name? I can't think of his name. The black dude. I don't know.
This is a black dude in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Kane the Conqueror?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Jonathan Major. I feel like anybody could have played that role, and Ant-Man would have been the same. It would have had the same impact.
He made that movie.
Listen, he was quiet and calm and everything. Like it wasn't nothing spectacular that he did. You know what I'm saying? That movie was initially made through the quantum realm itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but what he created in the movie was essential to the storyline. You know what I'm saying? As far as him creating that entire army that he was able to create, you know. So that make a difference. All right, let's get to some news.
Okay.
The news has been really interesting, to say the least, because Carlee Russell.
Carlee.
Carlee Russell was
a shot o'clock.
It needs to be.
She gonna
slap
drive you
slap a hoe.
Oh my God!
Oh,
don't slap a hoe. So Carlee Russell is in the news on a national scale because she called the police stating that she saw a 4-year-old baby. The police came out to go and try to find the baby. They ended up finding her car, her cell phone. She appeared to have vanished and to most likely have been a victim of sexual traffic or sex trafficking. Naturally. And in the process, she was gone for over more than 48 hours and ended up returning home on her own 2 feet with $107 in her pocket. She had a cut lip and a hole in her shirt.
And some fresh nails.
And some fresh nails.
Fresh nails.
Now,
her nails was dead.
Based on that information, it's a little more out there that a lot of people been talking about. Like, for instance, she wasn't doing well in nursing school. She was a nursing student. She wasn't doing well in school. She worked at a spa where she stole toilet paper and a robe. She stopped at Target and got some Cheez-Its and something else to snack on. She stole money out the register. And in the press conference, we watched the police mention that she, her search history indicated that she was looking up Taken 2, how to steal money out of register without getting caught.
An Amber Alert.
Does it cost for an Amber Alert? Even more, it's more deep details that come out. She had a boyfriend that broke up with her, and she blocked him. And once she went missing, she unblocked him. In the end, she called her sister-in-law, which quote unquote is her ex-boyfriend, sister. I've seen the ex-boyfriend post that she doing good and blah, 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 blah. But I think that's before he realized what was really happening. The parents did interviews. I want to know what y'all think, what information y'all got. Share your thoughts on Carlee Russell. Mel.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Carlee, it's not looking good for you. I'm going to just throw it out there. I just want to say, if you're having a bad day and I don't know, you need a moment, you just need to let somebody know, take your moment and let it be. But if you made this up, you wrong for that. Like, you dead wrong for that. And the evidence, the way the evidence is pointing, it just doesn't seem like what happened.
Right.
So at the end of the day, from what it looks like, there was some seeking, you were seeking attention or something. I don't know what was happening. But I would say right now at this point, it's just continuing on. Give it up. Just might as well go ahead and let them know you made that whole thing up and let it go. Because, I mean, at this point, it's just going to get worse.
So you think she should admit to it?
I think she should, if she's lying, seriously, if she's lying, you need to admit to it so that way they can stop all this damn police work that they doing to figure out who did what, because the description of the person can match whoever was in the area. It doesn't really matter. But then they gotta pull them. They're gonna pull those people and put them through the ringer. So if she's lying, she can mess up somebody else's life, their job, or whatever. And then the fact that a kidnapper, they kidnapped you, what? They gave you money and you just walked home like it was nothing.
Nails while she was there.
And did your nails?
Yeah, she got her nails done.
Yeah, she said that the kidnappers was playing in her hair, and
they were nice kidnappers.
It's really,
what kidnappers is she running to?
I don't know, but you don't want to run into them, so
yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense. And if they had what? I guess the drone or whatever, the cameras that they had that they looked into, they didn't see a child. It just seemed like she was seeking attention. She had all this stuff going on. Maybe she didn't know how to process it or whatever, but I feel like she need to go get some help. Somebody need to get her the proper help.
All right, Reece, what you think?
And look, us as black people, we beg and plead for the same amount of attention as others get when we're missing. And to me, we finally got that attention. We got the national attention. Everybody was praying for that girl. Mm-hmm. For her to play with people's feelings, emotions. If she is, I don't know. I won't say it. But if she really didn't, I think if she really didn't happen and she was just trying to mess with her ex-boyfriend or whatever, which I really think that's what happened, she needs to pay for that. I'm not saying jail time because jail ain't gonna help. She needs to pay and come on TV, because just alone her parents was on TV crying. Just to put your parents through something like that.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine my babies getting missing for 20 minutes out of my sight, let alone 2-3 days, just for them to say they were playing in my face.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the main thing. It's got to be, you got to think bigger than what she is. And for us, I think it's all as a whole, as black people or people of color, period, we ask for to get the same amount of attention that somebody else would. And we finally get it, just to feel like she's playing in our face. And then the world's going to say, well, look, we gave it to y'all. Now what? Now, look, just because this the time now.
Well, let me ask you this. Do y'all think the parents had something to do with it?
Man, look.
Or not even something to do with it, but you think that they know the truth and they not owning up to it the same way?
If they know she had mental issues prior to this.
That girl ain't had nothing.
Not even mental.
If they knew she had some problems prior to this, then they knew that she had a tendency of doing stuff like this.
Right, but not even the mental illness on side of things. Let's just say, do they if they know now that she didn't do it or she wasn't kidnapped, right?
Well, I mean, I know, I'm not gonna say 100% I know when my kids are lying, but I feel like you know your child, and you can look at your child, and I'm sure they had that question, what happened?
Well, that question definitely gonna come out the woodwork for sure.
What happened? Who did what? And even the story doesn't even make sense,
right?
And even when they said she walked, and then when she got 2 houses down from her house, she started running and screaming. Somebody that got kidnapped and just got free from the kidnapper. I can't speak. I've never been kidnapped, so I can't. I would imagine I'm not casually strolling up the block to my house to see my mama, who I thought I probably would never see ever again. God forbid what they were gonna do to me. I'm screaming, hollering. I'm might not make it to my house. I'm going to the first house I see to knock on their door. Look, I need the police. I just I just got free.
Right.
It's just a whole mess.
I think it all varies, man. I'm not in here to challenge nobody's mental health because I don't know. I do know for a fact that mental health come in all shapes and sizes.
Oh yeah.
In various ways, whether it's waiting until the last minute, whether it's some type of trauma that could have caused you to make a really irrational decision or whatever, no matter what it is. I don't want to blame it on mental health if it's not, because
I think that's an easy excuse.
But I
True.
also know that in many cases, a lot of what she did, a logical person don't, move in that direction, if that makes sense. Certain things, like she stole from her job knowing the job got cameras. She's on camera stealing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when you people don't think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think really she had it. She might have had it planned out that way. And when you think you slick, and you know how it go. You think you know better, and you remember she Googled it.
she Googled it.
She
Well,
sat
Google
there.
told her some bullshit.
I mean, well, you know how
Probably
it go.
Google those bus tickets and stuff so she can get away.
She
Googled
Googled
how to steal out the cash register.
out the cash register.
Yeah, Google.
And so-
But they also said that she Googled like bus tickets so she can go.
Yeah, to another.
See what I'm saying? When you think you know everything,
Hey.
this generation does. They think they know everything, and they think they slick.
Yeah.
And when, there's nothing new under the sun.
So let me ask y'all this then. In the event that you were to get kidnapped, Lord forbid, of course, but if you did, in the moment that you got to a phone, what is the first thing you would do? Who's the first person you would call?
Is this after I done called the police?
No, this is literally you just got free.
I'm calling the police, bro. Like straight up, I'm calling now 911. Like I mean, I called my parents after that call, but I'm calling the police, especially if I like really got kidnapped on some beat. How I don't never been kidnapped, so I beat up or whatever happened. I'm calling the police, man. I want them so I can mentally. I'm gonna try and remember everything because I want you take me out. I want either they get you or I'm gonna get you. One or the other.
One or the other.
One or the other, because I'm gonna be like the movie. Hey, good luck. I'm coming to get you. Like there's no
Right.
stopping me from. Yeah, I'm coming to get you.
I don't know who I'll call, man. What about you? Who you call?
I mean, shoot, calling the police. You gonna call the police? I mean, my second call, I'm calling you.
Oh,
But I'm gonna call the police because if something happened, if they let you loose just to play this game, the police can at least track the phone call. I'm just saying,
the police better get.
they can track the phone call where you were at, and there's bound to be maybe some cameras or somebody or whatever. But I would call, I would definitely call the police, let them know what happened, and
Yeah, at least they kind of be able to pinpoint where you call from.
exactly.
That's a start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a
Everything
start.
is fresh.
All right, well, look, let's take a break, man. We got a lot coming up. And with that said, we'll be back. Full podcast.
All right.
Welcome back to the Fuller Podcast. I'm your host, Avery Fuller. And I'm rocking with none other than my co-host and hostess, Reece and Mel, sitting over here just chilling to
There
my
you
left
go.
and my right.
What
If you
up,
don't
what
know, now you
up?
The man,
know.
the myth, the legend.
And for those that are at home tuning in, get your shots up because you know what time it is.
Oh yeah.
Make sure that you is drinking some of this high quality H2O. And no matter what, as always, drink responsibly. Throw it back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you put hair on your toenails.
Put hair on something, shit. All right. So, one of the things that's been taking place, and I see a lot on like social media, TikTok, and all that stuff, is why is Mel on the camera? I see a lot of videos that show women kind of wanting to pretty much get the same opportunities as men and kind of get equal pay in sports because, again, they play sports just like men do. So the question is, should there be equal pay in sports? Reece, I'm going to start with you.
No.
Okay. Why?
If they brought in the same revenue as men do in that sport, then of course. But for some reason, women want equal pay for sports, but the same women that make that argument do not go and support the sport.
Right. Okay.
You go into a WNBA stadium, And there's more people at a Booker T watching the high school basketball game than it is out there. If you want equal pay, I get it. You know, especially if you work hard, you make a living, that's your living. If you want to complain about getting equal pay, you need to complain about people who are paying you, which is the consumer. If we don't go watch a game, and every year the NBA pretty much here's bailout money so you won't go into bankruptcy, then you need to stop complaining to the players and start complaining to your audience. They're not coming out to pay. Now, there's certain sports that I think, yes, well, as far as female soccer, that team we have is crazy. I don't know exactly how many World Cups they won.
You think they should get paid more than the men? The U.S. men's team?
Because they win, yes. Yes, I do. Because they win. I'm sorry. They what, 3 straight? Something crazy like that?
Something
I'm not
like
sure.
Yeah.
But as far as other sports, certain sports, of course, you know, like tennis, I believe there's some women that are paid arguably almost equal to or more than men, but you know, it's a handful.
Right.
It's the same thing. I don't really know too much about golf. I'm sure they don't get paid, but I feel like if you want equal pay, you should bring in equal revenue or more. Okay.
All right, man. What about you? What's your thoughts on it? You're a woman, so I really want to know.
I mean, honestly, it makes sense, though. If you don't have anybody watching your games, it's not that big. There's nothing to put out there as far as to pay them with, to be honest with you. I feel like they should, if the same sport, they should get equal pay. But again, if one sport is sold out every game, I mean, they're making money. They're bringing in money. They can afford to pay their players.
Right.
If there's nobody in your stands, it's less than a high school game. Where's the money coming from?
Right. That's pretty much like
you know, like where it wouldn't make sense.
Say,
so
here's $10 million, even though we made $500,000.
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
So it would be more so broken up like some of the jobs that they have out here. You know what I mean? So based on like the field and what it brings in or whatever, this is how much you will make in this.
So let me ask y'all this, because and I agree with what y'all saying, right? By all means, I feel like that women should be paid and men should be paid based on the amount of revenue that they're able to bring in for that particular sport. I believe that there should be there are some sports that women should excel in beyond men, like for instance gymnastics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they should bring in more money.
I think they actually do bring in more money.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that the income that they bring in should be based on what they do for the sport, how they contribute to the sport,
right,
and how much revenue their league is able to bring in. My next question is pretty much, should men's sports, because most sports started with men, you know what I'm saying? And then at some point they branched off to women and created women's leagues, right? So should the men's sports have a responsibility to help grow these women's sports?
That's one of those tough questions.
right.
But I don't. If me personally, if I was playing, like I say, if I play football or basketball, excuse me, I would help my sister team, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But as far, I wouldn't take money out my own pocket as far as endorsement deals, stuff like that, to help them out, because the same work I put in is the same work they should put in.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't. I feel like, I don't want to say this, but I feel like they expect it. It's like they want it handed to them.
Well, don't get me wrong, and I hate to say it this way because it's gonna sound weird, but I feel like women are at a disadvantage, right? You know, one of the things that I saw coming from a woman athlete is that men are built so much more different than women.
Of course,
all the way down to a man's throat is 40% bigger than a woman's. You know what I'm saying? And when you swimming, for instance, that shit helps you hold oxygen and push oxygen out. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but to me, I feel like that the WNBA, women's sports, I don't really see an effort towards. I get it. To me, women, when watching women's basketball is more fundamental. I can watch a women's basketball game with no problems because
Right.
it's more fundamental
But
than
that's
athleticism.
that's the disadvantage.
It is, and it. Well, you know, you got people like what's her name, Brittany Griner,
Brittany Griner is damn near 7 foot.
Yeah.
She should be able to dunk.
and there's others that are like 6 feet tall and dunk. There was a woman that won a dunk contest in college one year. Even I didn't think she
That was
deserved
Candace
it.
Parker. She was 6'9".
Yeah,
Like,
but
like,
I'm just
you know,
saying.
but
To me, they just not putting out the same product.
listen, you got to keep in mind it's a reason that they're not putting out the same product because of the disadvantage that women are faced with. One of the things that stand out is that they say women generally carry more body fat than men,
Yes, they
right?
do.
And the reason and that's a big part of their lack of explosiveness per se. You know what I'm saying? That's a disadvantage in my opinion.
I get that, but we're talking about money.
Right. We're
So,
talking about money.
I mean, if they scored 100 points, each team scores 100 points, male and female. You're not going to go see a female shoot 33s and stuff like
but
that.
that's solely based on that disadvantage, and that disadvantage is initially
And then-
them not having the explosion that men have.
There was a female that won the 3-point contest that shot more threes than Steph. It was like 27 or something.
She
like
didn't
that.
go against Steph.
I know she didn't go against them, but she made more threes in the same event. They got the same line,
Yeah,
right?
bro, she's a shooter though. Like she's
Yeah,
a shooter.
Steph is a shooter.
Right, but I'm saying like you should be comparing her to Steph. She should be compared to Steph because that's shooting.
Yeah.
Right. That's a different type of circumstance, right? Because that is shooting, which means that's an even playing field.
So you
that
think
doesn't have
if-
anything to do with explosion or
Well, I mean, what we got now where the transgenders are transitioning over. So it'll be some more explosions coming soon.
oh my gosh. Man,
I'm just
man, tell me, do you think that men sports should have a responsibility to help grow women's sports?
I mean, I think if we're talking about like breaking down with basketball, there's nothing wrong with them kind of like trying to promote. You know, they don't have to give them a handout. They shouldn't be giving them money, for anything, but just kind of like helping to kind of market them a little bit more. When they bring up the men's basketball, bring up the women's basketball. So maybe
Put them in the same conversation. pretty
Yeah,
much.
you know what I mean? So then maybe, it'll just keep being brought up. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen, I can't lie, man. That's a hell of a point.
Then
Like,
people can,
Don't
they'll
they
go
do
and
that
look
already?
at it.
not
Not
no,
for
hell
real?
no.
No.
How often do you see WNBA commercials versus NBA commercials?
You don't.
I've seen where it's like I've seen where they all be in one commercial together.
Okay, you seen one commercial where they all be
I'm
in
not
one
gonna
commercial.
say
together.
one. I've seen more than one.
What she's saying is that as just as much as the NBA is marketed, the WNBA should be marketed as well.
Right.
But that costs
I
money.
agree with that. Okay, but
I
that,
get it,
that's
but
where the
but
NBA
that's
should
where
foot the bill.
They do foot the bill
But
every
this
year.
is-
Not
But this is how you get people,
The
though.
NBA
Like, you got to have
The
some good
NBA
marketing.
gives the WNBA money so they won't go bankrupt every year.
bruh.
They give them money so they won't go bankrupt. They don't give them money towards their marketing. They
towards
still
growing the
not.
business.
They're still not putting them out there.
And
so
again,
they can put them out there. They don't have to give them money,
so
but
if
somebody mentioning the WNBA
If they market
every
them
single time.
and people still aren't coming, because people aren't coming.
People are coming, bro. They
They're
they,
not
they
coming.
have a fan base.
But it's
The-
how it's a small fan base.
no, they got a big enough fan base to be sustainable. The
Not at
reality
all.
is,
If you were sustainable, you would not need the NBA to bail you out every year.
the NBA
Sustainable
don't,
is something I don't
bail
need.
them out every year. Let's
definitely
stick
do.
to the facts. They don't bail them out every year, but also the WNBA is a subsidiary of the NBA, meaning it is a part of the NBA. It's just the WNBA, the WNBA. That's why when you see 2K, you see WNBA players on it. When you see the Phoenix Suns, you got the Phoenix Mercury, who has the same owner initially, because they are
I think they
subsidiaries.
should market like WWE market
NXT, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If
exactly.
they kind of like put their name out there.
And it has nothing to do with sex. It's more brand. The NBA
Right.
is a
The
bigger
NBA
brand.
gives the WNBA $12 million every year,
Bro, $12
But we're
million,
not talking about them
and they're
giving
bringing
them
in
money.
$100 billion. They give them $12 million, and they're bringing in $100 billion.
But they also give money to other things, other places. You know what I'm saying? And it's not marketed. All I'm saying
do
is,
you
is
realize
that if
that,
they
like,
market them more,
WNBA
it would,
gets in around $15 million a year,
bro? Do you realize
Listen.
that?
and it costs them $25 million a year to run.
Do you
The
realize?
numbers don't add up, bro.
Do you realize that?
That's fact. That's Google. You can Google that.
Dylan Brooks get $24 million a year.
I realize that.
Dylan Brooks get $24 million a year.
Yes,
Yet the NBA
and
gives
he
the
shouldn't even have a
WNBA.
job. But
Exactly. My point exactly.
But whose fault is that? And plus,
What do you mean?
remember,
Whose fault is
we're
that?
talking about a multi-billion-dollar company called the NBA. That's what the NBA,
Right.
men's basketball brings in.
Hence the reason why the
Dylan
question
Brooks
I'm
probably has an
asking
endorsement
is,
deal.
should no
So what you're saying
that
is I should
$24
come
million
out of my
he's getting is
pocket
coming from
because
the
you
Houston
don't-
Rockets.
They should come out their pocket because the WNBA doesn't make enough money, and when they bring their money,
Bro,
they bring it within TV
they're-
deals and fan base. The
They're
fan base is
they're not
there.
making that much money
Okay.
because they are at a disadvantage.
Right, but what we're saying is that you can increase fan base by good marketing. Like if
Exactly.
they can market them out a little bit more, I think that they will be
what
able
else
to
do you
get.
want them to do? They tried everything.
No,
Bro,
they haven't.
they did.
what
They
was
did
the
not
last
try
WNBA
anything. What are you
game you
talking
been
about,
to?
Were
Reese?
they? I haven't been to one. The only ones that I've been to
Are what?
that's not the WNBA. I went to an ODU game, where it was females.
And
but
ODU
I haven't
was,
been
it was,
any
used to,
to any
well, it still is
WNBA
a
games.
pretty good solid
But
women's basketball team.
All I'm saying is, when I heard the most about women's basketball, when the girl was talking junk to another girl, and I still think that was college.
that was college.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
You
it's
talking
still,
about recently, the LSU.
Yeah.
Was it LSU?
but it's
Right,
still
yeah.
not
But that's-
marketed
that's the
like
whole
it should
point.
be.
And she's 100% right. That's my
and
whole
matter of fact,
point.
to be
though.
funny is I think her NIL deal is bigger than her in the WNBA deal.
She's not in the WNBA.
But she was getting like $2 million or something off of that.
Right. So
Her
she
NIL
said that
is
they're
NIL?
making more money through NIL than they are in the WNBA.
Yeah, that's why they used to go overseas and get a bag.
which is a part of the problem.
Now that doesn't overseas. The female basketball league is crazy over there. They make good money over there. Why they don't make the same or more money here? That's the question.
Well, so again, that goes right back to what we've been saying this entire time, Maurice.
But you could push it, but if you can't
Marketing
put
is
butts
substantial.
in the seats,
Bro,
I mean,
bro,
what it is.
listen,
Now,
listen,
that's
you
that's
put
what
butts in the
brings
seats through
people
marketing.
in.
You don't think that the NBA and those towns, cities with WNBA players, you don't think they don't market at all?
Reese.
That's what you're saying.
No,
They just
no,
say
we're
we
not
got a game
saying-
tomorrow.
No,
but
first
don't
off,
come.
there's a difference between being able to market your business and doing a okay job and doing a horrible job and doing a very good job. They're not doing a very good job. It's not effective marketing. Maybe they need to be a little more strategic
Reese,
with
So what
their
could
marketing.
they do to fix
Reese,
it? Then?
Reese,
Well, one
First off-
thing they could do is advertise
I
when
see
they
it
do
on-
the NBA.
when it's on TV, I
mention
see a
the
W.
WNBA.
They do.
Reese.
Like-
First off, let me be clear. Okay, you just said that the NBA give them $12 million and it costs $25 million to run.
They make $15 million a year.
So they make $15 million a year. The NBA give them $12 million. That's $27 million. It costs $25 million to run. From the sound of it, they don't have enough in a budget for marketing. That's number one. Number two, the NBA can invest in them in a way where they are focused primarily on marketing them and getting the point across as far as them where they are in visual.
What could they do? I'm
They-
not talking about
Bro.
What could they do?
Reese,
Because you're not
Reese,
you're giving
Reese.
all these, but you're not saying the answer.
You're
What
not
could they
listening,
do?
Reese. I'm sitting here telling you they can market the business.
What kind of marketing?
What do you mean? They could get a WNBA channel network. They they can go. Oh wait. Let me finish. You asked the question, nigga. I'm giving you an answer. So just let me give you the
WNBA
answer.
channel.
A WNBA channel
For
meaning
something that you
meaning
don't watch. You don't go to the stadium now, but you'll pay for the.
You're not
play it on
letting
TV?
me talk, bro.
That doesn't make sense.
The reality is people got to be able to see it.
They gotta see it.
It's on TV.
Where?
What WNBA is on TV? When
What
it's
channel, Reese?
It's on ESPN. I've seen it on ABC.
I've
seen it on Channel 10.
You ain't seen the shit on fucking ABC or
definitely
Channel
have.
10.
I
And how
definitely
many times
have,
have you
bro.
seen it on ESPN?
What are you talking about?
How many
Every
times-
time it's on,
listen,
if it's in
listen.
season, they play it.
If I
Because
recall,
matter of fact, when it's on season, it's only basketball.
If I recall,
if you
ain't
recall
the
what?
NBA on every day of the week?
ESPN.
Every day. Every day. It's on ABC, TNT, ESPN. It's on TNT
Because
on
what?
Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays.
People watch
it's on
it.
ESPN on Tuesdays and
Because
Wednesdays.
people watch it.
Listen. So
You don't watch the WNBA. Remember, you don't even know what channel it's on.
bro. So
Stop, bro.
Wait,
So are
you
you
the one that
saying
don't know what
that?
channel
So
it's
are you
on?
saying that the WNBA, like the games, are garbage?
I never said that.
Yeah,
I'm
well, that's what it
asking you a
sounds like.
question.
No, I didn't. I
Because-
said
well-
they're fundamentals. I watch them when
Well,
they're on
if
TV.
If it's
not my
if
fault
it's
that they don't
not
make money.
garbage, though, you can market that business and
So why-
bring in people.
How
Bro,
much
you asked the
marketing does
question
somebody
and you
need
ain't
to do?
listening to the answer.
What answers?
What-
Y'all
what-
answer. You didn't answer.
You
If they
keep saying
don't
how
have
much
money
marketing. They're
in the
not doing a
budget,
lot of marketing,
What
bro.
marketing will bring people in the seats? You didn't answer that question.
Bro,
you just
ain't
said they
give me a
marketing.
chance to.
I'm waiting. Go ahead.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Is you gonna shut up?
I did.
Wait. Oh my
Didn't
god.
I just said go ahead,
Bruh.
right? Then you said, you gonna shut up after I said go
you
ahead.
said go ahead 10 times and cut me off every time. But clearly, like I'm sitting here saying, the WNBA can be marketed through having a channel, which means people will have access to that information so they can learn players and things of that nature. They can have more TV time because they don't get a lot of TV time at all. The NBA got a whole league pass. Create a WNBA league pass, even if it's on a trial basis. All I'm saying is give people access to
Yep.
the players, because if they know who's playing, guess what? If you don't, you watch Summer League, barely. You know why? Because you don't know who the fuck playing. Plain and simple. If people don't know who playing, then people won't watch. At the end of the day, put them players out there. Let people see who those players are. That makes a difference. When people, when players is able to build fans, the reason you watch the NBA now is because you're a fan. You're a fan of players, and you've built.
I'm a fan of basketball, bro.
Bro, you.
But if you're a fan of basketball,
if you're a
that
fan
means
of basketball,
you
you'll
gonna
watch
it
any
no matter-
basketball.
Right, exactly.
Then I just tell you,
You
I
don't
watch
watch
it when
any
it's on
basketball.
You gonna
TV.
watch any one of them.
I watch it when it's on TV.
If you're a fan of basketball, then
And
you'll watch
everything you
WNBA
said
too.
costs money that they don't have.
Bro, this is the whole point of we talking about the NBA
We
investment.
talking about them.
Then you talking about something that costs money.
No,
you want
we
a
talking
channel.
about
gosh,
the
bro.
Opening up a
NBA
channel
helping
costs
them.
money. Being on TV costs money. More marketing commercials cost money.
Right.
They
It
don't have
does.
money.
The whole point
Well,
of
let
the
me ask-
conversation is for the NBA, who has $1 billion
Exactly.
surplus, to invest in them. The NBA got the
They
money
are.
for it, and it won't hurt
They
them
do.
at all.
They
to
do.
invest in them.
Like, come on, bro, that's the whole point.
They give
That's
them
what
the
the
bare
term
minimum.
invest means.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, bro, if they giving Dylan Brooks $24 million a year, and then they giving the WNBA $12 million a year, that's the bare minimum, my nigga.
Multi-billion-dollar TV deals. Whose fault is marketing? It's not our fault that it's not
Bro,
my fault that somebody doesn't go see it.
Nobody's pointing
What
blame.
you mean
Nobody's
your
saying
fault?
fault,
I'm just
fault,
saying,
fault.
if-
All we saying is if they had
if you're gonna
better
invest in
marketing.
something, right? You're expecting a return. That's what you're talking about.
Bro.
Investing
But
in
you will-
something.
wait,
you
first
expect a
off,
return.
you
Bro.
will,
don't,
but you
don't
gotta
sit there
have-
and say, "Here's $10."
Listen.
But you gotta
dang,
have
here goes
good
another $10.
marketing,
Listen.
Oh wait, here
Bro,
goes another
bro,
$10.
but
So
you don't-
There's no returning.
Okay, so if there's
no
a good
return in the
if there's a
investment.
good idea out there, if you don't market
Babe,
the idea, it
babe.
can't get out.
He ain't listening.
There's
He
nothing
don't-
to listen
He
to.
don't want to hear it.
You don't
All
put
he doing is
nobody
talking
making an
nonstop.
investment.
Well, you sure
Without a
don't
return.
sound like somebody that just
he
like
don't
that
seem to
basketball
understand the way
in
investment
general.
works.
That does,
What?
You get a
Like, that
return on the
doesn't work.
investment over
Like,
time.
And how
I don't
long?
understand.
How long is this over time? It's 2020. Thing is almost 20
What you
years
mean?
old.
Guess what? The WNBA is still playing. So as long as they
Yeah,
still playing, you
because you
still
know why?
focus on the return on your investment.
You know why? Because you keep putting money in something without a return in your investment.
Come
That's
on,
not
well,
good
they
well,
put in the bare minimum.
guess what? They don't necessarily need a return all the damn time when you got $1 billion surplus. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that I see a lot of is women on social media saying, F that nigga, he don't pay my bills, he don't get my nails done, get my hairs done, my hair done, and
You said the right hairs. They got about 5 different wigs. What you
so
mean?
I'm curious to know, like, is it really on a man to get a woman's hair and nails done? Like, why do women expect that of men? Mel, I'm gonna start with you.
My answer is no.
See, you can't ask Mel that question.
Why you can't ask
She got
me that
hair
question?
down to her kneecaps and stuff, and all that stuff is real. She don't even go get her nails done.
First off, I get my nails done sometimes, and I get my hair done, but I can pay for my own hair to get done.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I can pay for my own hair to get done. I don't expect my husband to pay for my hair to get done. You know, that just doesn't make sense. Now, if he say, "Hey, go get your hair done," that's a treat. I don't know.
You
That's
gonna
like
treat him later?
that's
You
like
sure,
a
wait a minute. You sure is that a treat for you or a treat for him?
That's a treat for me to go get my hair done. um,
Why
but
is
as
you
far
blushing
as
over there?
Why
Why is he blushing over there?
All I'm saying is-
Why is he blushing right now? Why are you so red right
What
now?
are you talking about? I'm not blushing, bro.
all I'm saying
try and
is,
straighten your face out.
I don't expect a man to go get my hair and my nails done. If I want my hair and my nails done, I'm gonna go get my hair and my nails done. He doesn't have to get my hair and my nails done. You know what I mean? Like, that shouldn't be the expectation. Now, if he does it, that's a treat. That's awesome. That's great. I'm happy. It's like a surprise.
Yeah.
But the
That's-
expectation, like, you have to get my hair and my nails done, like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make sense to me.
I'm not going to argue at all against
that
what you
don't make
just said.
sense
I'm
to
all
me.
for it.
You all for what?
All for what she said. What do you
Oh,
mean?
I thought you said you
Yes, sir.
so you feel like well, why do you think women expect that?
It's just the day and age we live in. You know, somebody told me they expect to have a soft life where all they do is get gifts
Oh my
and
God.
blessed all day. So that's just this modern day westernized woman that expects a man to go to work while they stay home, or their money is their money and your money is their money. Like, I don't.
That's crazy.
It's just
Yeah,
what it
that's-
is now.
that's
It's what it
weird.
is
It's-
nowadays.
It's crazy that
But that-
women
Expectation of a like, if you didn't have a man, you would still have to get you still would do the same thing you would do if you didn't even have, you wouldn't even think about a man going to do it, because you that's something you would do anyway.
Right.
But for an expectation, that means I'm required to. That's what you expect from me. No, like you said, it should be something here, babe. You know, I'd see he go 100. Well, when nails was $40 back in the day, now they $80 to $90. You know
Even
what I mean?
more.
Getting your hair done is a mortgage payment. You know what I mean? You getting
That's
a wig,
ridiculous.
that's $700-800, and the sew-ins and all that other stuff. So,
I just don't get, like, you know, certain things are and should be specific to the person, right? So, like, for instance, getting your hair and nails done is grooming, right? So each individual person should be responsible for their own grooming. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there's no way, shape, or form that a man should be responsible for making sure a woman look good. If a man got to be responsible for making sure you look good, then what the fuck is you responsible for?
they
know what I'm saying?
They don't
Like-
want no responsibilities at all. All
That's-
they want is a handout.
Don't say. Be specific. Don't say that,
Well,
because that
some.
sound like, you know,
Some.
you talk about the whole sex.
Some
Women don't want shit. These
I'm just
motherfuckers
saying.
don't want. They don't want to do a motherfucking thing.
The modern woman, the day and age when, you know, their expectations are ridiculous. It doesn't even make sense.
When has that, like, when did that change?
It's the
it just
agenda.
doesn't make sense at
it's,
all.
it's strange because I just feel like it's men's fault. The reason why I say that it's men's fault is because the term tricking exists
It ain't
because of
tricking if
men,
you
right?
got it, yeah.
Right, and so because men are always willing to do anything to get the woman, and because a man is willing to do anything to get the woman, guess what? Women get spoiled.
And that's
Men
what they
do
their
things
expectations.
outside of the ordinary to try to either prove something to a woman, not
so you
realize
saying
that
a
you
woman got a whole mentality?
women don't got a whole mentality. Men give women,
Because that's
or
what it sounds
men-
like. That
men
women
have-
is now is like they stuck in that with that expectation. Like,
well,
That's
is
what
what
they
you supposed
what
to
they
do.
see. They want. This is what it kills me. They want that. They want to have that hot girl summer. Mm-hmm. When the same people are singing and screaming about being a hot girl are married, they have boyfriends. They're doing what the old school women. They're cooking and they're cleaning at home, even though they're rich.
through experience, one thing that I've learned is that women are only going to do what is allowed.
To an extent, or
at the
what's
end of
expected.
the end of the date in any relationship, I firmly believe that if you stand your ground on what's allowed and what's not allowed, if you take what you supposed, like if you put your foot down where it should be put down, that level of respect is going to exist early in the game. One thing that I can say I would never do is I would never go to Mel and say, hey, let's bring another woman in our relationship, because she has put her foot down. That shit is not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And because she was able to put her foot down, it's the I ain't gonna say, Mel, let me put it in your butt. No, because she has put her foot down.
Hold on, wait a minute. Pause.
Wait, how
did we get here?
How did we get here?
I am
Moving on.
I'm giving examples of
Moving on.
Of putting your
foot down, like
New example.
The need for women to put their foot down and hold their own in that aspect. Because if you do and you don't give in to the demands of men, because what happens with men, unfortunately, the more a woman put their foot down, the more men are trying to throw things at them to entice them to lift that foot up. And men are keep going and tricking.
it's all about the chase.
Until his mind.
Tricking.
Yes. Men love, look, one thing about
Women
a man.
just out looking
a man
for sugar
loves
daddies
the chase.
all day. All day. Women is looking for sugar daddies.
I don't know
They don't even
why
want
men
sugar
love
daddies.
the
They
chase,
don't
but
expect sugar daddies anymore. They expect it to be automatic, even how old you are.
listen, I don't love the chase. Fuck that chasing shit.
Bro, you shouldn't have to. There's only one thing you should be chasing.
I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about in general. In general, I didn't love the chase. I didn't like chasing her ass when I was chasing her, but I caught the bitch. And at the end of the day, I caught her because my game is essential.
Caught the bitch.
Pimping ain't easy.
What is going on
Girl,
right now?
You might be. But with that said, listen. In the process of chasing these women, right?
I'm done.
It's one thing that generally has to occur before it can get to any level. Before you learn anything about a person, and that is a date. And so my question now is, we were just talking about how men be tricking and shit, right? But how much do y'all think a person should spend on a first date, and who you think should pay? Mel, Reece, I'm gonna start with you.
Well, whoever asked to take the person out should pay on a date. If I asked a young lady out on a date, I would expect to pay. If she asked me out on a date, I would expect her to pay. As far as price wise, I would say no more than $200, and that's a strong reach. Cause to me that's dinner.
Mm-hmm.
That's
$200
That's dinner
for
and
dinner.
something else. $200.
What?
So
That's dinner and something else for $200.
What? Well, you know me. I'm a foodie. I'm not just going to Applebee's or somewhere like that. I'm just saying $200 is that's what you have in your pocket. I'm not saying I really say you spend maybe around $125, something like that for dinner. Even that's an extreme. Really.
You know something? I think that's where a lot of people go wrong, right? Because I think the approach to that first date is all wrong. Because the purpose of that first date, in my opinion, is solely to get to know a person. And so I don't feel like there is any type of specific amount to spend, but I don't feel like that you should be focused on the amount to spend, but more so on the purpose for that date, which is to get to know a person and determine if you want to spend some money.
So how
on
much are we talking with all that good stuff you just said?
Nigga,
I'm
talking,
I don't know. Like,
You talking?
I'm
what
talking
now?
Watergate, McDonald's, like,
Yeah.
keep it simple.
So
Food
on the
court.
on the first date,
In a food court, listen,
you spending what, $30?
bro, I spend
here's my
30, 40,
thing,
50,
like,
whatever it is.
why does it matter so much? Like, are you gonna be? It's like you gonna go on the first date. You're gonna pick the best restaurant, the most expensive restaurant. No, there's good restaurants out there with good food. So if I go on a date and we go to Applebee's,
Exactly.
I'm gonna go get something that I like.
I don't eat Applebee's. Like I told you again.
Okay,
I'm talking about
but
me.
again, you
I'm
talking
a foodie. I'm not going to Applebee's. I don't
you
eat
talking
Applebee's.
about you.
Yeah, you
You
asked
don't
me.
eat Applebee's, so that means y'all would choose something y'all both eat.
No,
I just
I would
use
find something
Applebee's
unique.
as an
So
example.
what would you want to go on your
With
first
you
date?
being a foodie, then I mean, you willing to try? You could try any restaurant because they have different food on the menu.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So
But again,
if a person is a foodie, I like to eat too.
And where would
then
you go?
there's plenty of places you can go.
Where would you go?
Shit, you can try anywhere.
Where would
Between
you go?
Applebee's, Ruby Tuesdays. What's that hibachi grill that cooks the food in front of you? Like it's a lot of
the hibachi. That's $60, $60, $70.
Okay, but we're talking about like having this like whatever like what's the cost to go on a first date.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's kind of like you figure out where y'all want to go and then y'all go. It's not like I need to spend at least $100 on this date.
I say
like,
you should have at least $200.
That
Listen,
don't matter. If it's good food,
exactly.
It's about the experience. You're gonna have a conversation.
I wouldn't put that pressure on myself where I feel like I gotta have this much money. And to be honest, to be really honest,
I went out the game in 20 years. So
I would
asking y'all.
I would set the expectation.
I guess y'all
been
right.
out the game for 20 years. When you can go
right.
somewhere and have you can go to
but even then,
somewhere for $20 and $30.
I would set the expectation, and sometimes you set the expectation as, look, first date, we get to know each other. Let's go Dutch. You pay for you, I pay for me. Because at the end of the day, why do it have to be that I have to provide for you before I get to know you?
If I ask somebody out on a date, I'm not gonna sit there and tell them, "Well, you go Dutch."
No. To be honest with you, I think like if I'm asked to go on a date, right? The expectation for me is not gonna be like he gonna pay. The expectation for me is like I know I got money to go out. You got money to go out. We gonna go out, and then it's figured out from there.
Exactly.
If the person's gonna be
if
like,
you gonna pay, I'm gonna let
this.
you. But
like it's whatever. Like
I'm not gonna expect you to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the reality of that. One of those things is, like now, if I was on the market, if I went out with somebody, I would probably take them out and see if they can hold and stand on their own, because I want to know who I'm dealing with. Period. I want to know that me not paying is not gonna make you feel like, what the fuck, this nigga broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that is essential. No matter what, no matter which way we try to spin it, I feel like everybody got their own set of responsibilities. And when you're going out on a first date, before you even get to know a person, you shouldn't be obligated to put up a significant amount of money or if that, to satisfy their datemanship. I made that word up.
I mean, who's to say that expensive restaurant got good food for real? Or if it's
you know how many expensive
really
restaurants I've been to with food was trash?
Like, to be honest with you, because I'm gonna just say, Cheesecake Factory,
trash,
ridiculous.
Aberdeen Barnes,
that makes no sense.
Aberdeen Barnes,
of course.
That shit was $175 and it was trash.
Yeah, the experience was not good.
Those aren't places I go.
But Aberdeen Barn is very expensive.
Exactly.
And again, I've never been there.
Like,
supposed quote unquote high end restaurant.
And I've never been there for that reason alone, because I know it's not no good.
Well,
all right, that's crazy.
I got one question for y'all that y'all didn't even expect me to ask, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. What is your favorite male or your worst male or female name?
Male
or female, either one.
Dick. Who names their kid Dick?
That's a beautiful name for a kid.
What? No, it's not.
Dick. You see how you say that? Look how you say it one more time.
No.
You see how she got down? I said Dick. You saw that? You saw she said that?
Who does that to a kid? Why would you name your kid
what
that?
What do you mean?
That's pretty fucked up though.
Like, first off, wait, can y'all
man,
wait?
I hate Ashley. The female names.
What?
Ashley.
No, I don't like that for a man either.
Well, Ashley sounds ashy, so I don't like the name. Period, male or female.
Yeah, but what I want to know is, and maybe y'all can answer this question: why is the nickname for Richard Dick?
What?
Nobody knows.
What?
But yeah,
who? The nickname. Richard
is Dick is short for Richard in most cases,
and I don't know why.
What? Yeah,
right.
I don't know any Richards that I'd be like, yo, what's up, Dick? No, his Rich.
No,
bro,
Rich.
It's the white Richard. It's not the black Richard.
It's Dick.
See, I don't.
And
the white Richard is Dick.
Black Rich. I don't know any white Richards. And
how? Why? How? How do you do that?
Dick Gregory, he was black.
What?
Dick Gregory was black, wasn't he?
Yes.
But he wasn't Richard.
He wasn't Richard.
His name was just Dick.
Yeah, his name was Dick. And plus, that's an older, that's something older.
Bro.
I don't know any new Dicks.
I don't know any new Dicks.
Well, anybody named that's Richard For short, they go by Dick.
I've never met. I've met a plenty riches, and they never went by Dick.
Dick Nixon.
They go by Dick.
Tricky Dick. You talking about Tricky Dick?
Tricky Dick.
Wait a minute, what?
That's what? Y'all never heard?
No, I never heard of that.
No, got that Tricky
That's
Dick.
what they call
Tricky
it. Tricky Dick. Tricky Dick.
Hey,
That's bad.
He responsible for the real Watergate.
Yes, the official.
Oh God.
Yeah. What about you, Reece?
What about the?
Name.
I said the name. Any
Ashley
for men, and for women, I think I met a Mike.
So
and it wasn't even her nickname. Her name was Mike.
So
Mike?
Yes.
I met a man named Sandra. Right.
What?
Yeah.
What? Say
Not
that
my
one more
cousin.
time.
I met a man named Sandra.
Sandra.
On purpose? Like that was his real name.
Yeah,
that wasn't
that was
after
his real name is Sandra. But that's not the worst name to me. The worst name to me is Bartholomew.
That's not that
Bartholomew.
bad.
Bartholomew.
bad.
Hey, listen, first off, the mule at the end is fucked up. The Barthol is fucked up. You could put King Bartholomew in it, and it still sounds fucked up.
Well, I know a few
Those
other
are
names. I
vulgar
won't because
names.
they be personal people. I'm not going to say the
Because
names.
they personal
Yeah.
people. Well, that's a smart guy. He's a smart guy.
I'm sure I would never see them, but they got names after titles, not real people's names.
Damn. Well, as long as they name ain't Dick, they good to go. Let's take a break.
Right.
We'll be back. Coming up, we got all types of stuff, social media, video of the day. We got a blind reaction. Oh, man. One got to go. We got it coming up. We'll be back. The Fuller Podcast. Welcome back to the Fuller Podcast. I'm your host, Avery Fuller, with my co-host and hostess again, Mel and Reece.
You see it.
Shout out. You see him.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend. And we got a lot to talk about now. Well, we had a lot to talk about. Now we are down to our final section. But before we get to the final section of the podcast,
Eat that before you eat butt.
did you know what time it is? Are they really talking about eating butt right now?
I really I just don't get it right at this point.
What do you mean? You said you would eat roaches instead of butt.
I'm just trying
I'm not
to
you.
figure
It's
out.
like you are angry with me because I won't eat butt.
I'm
I
not
don't
mad at
wanna
all.
Eat butt.
Yeah, look, you good. I'm good.
I mean, you do what you do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you said something was flying. Somebody said you was going, you know what I mean?
No, that's if you didn't have no
Bruh.
choice. I got a choice.
Yeah, you did.
I can eat regular food.
Damn.
You sure? Because what was you about to say? It looked like regular
No,
food.
it definitely
looked like
was
the
not
bee was
about to
coming out
say.
of
No,
there.
it was no bee about to come
Hey, shout out
there.
to my man Reece, aka Cottonelle, aka Angel Soft, for his booty eating abilities. He tend to get the women gone
I
quite
do
often.
not. I retired.
You retired.
Yes.
He's retired.
I've been sex free
So-
for what month is this?
Sorry,
in January?
ladies.
What month
January.
is this? I haven't
January.
had sex this year.
Where are you?
July.
I haven't
man.
had sex this year.
It's July.
July, yeah.
I haven't had
Just
sex
said
this year.
January.
Okay.
If your year
All right,
is
well,
in January.
that ain't gonna last long for you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
I haven't had sex this year.
Well, you haven't eaten booty this year.
I haven't had sex or eaten booty this year.
Eating booty. Booty is greater than water.
When you say this year, you mean starting from January? Or you mean like just this month?
I said this year that's starting in January. New
Are you
year
sure?
is starting. I'm positive.
Oh, okay.
Hey, for those that's watching, this is the reason in which we go and we check the time and we got to see what time it is. And at this point in time, it is time for you to get some water. Time for you to take your time, get your shot, put it up, because it is shot o'clock in it.
I think this is the last official one for this
This
episode.
is
the last one?
No, I think we got one more at the end of the show.
How many have we taken?
This is number
I-
3 right here.
I
This
lost count.
number 3.
It's number 3.
You know.
It's number
3?
2. I mean, I'm sorry.
Number 2.
Yeah, we got.
I don't believe you now.
Yeah,
I'll go with 3.
Hey, no matter what, drink that water, and as always, drink responsibly. Throw it back.
Yes.
That drink responsibly is always confusing. Is there any drinking that is responsible?
Absolutely. The one that follows up with water.
Ooh, that went down.
Ooh.
Just like this. You take your water.
Or soda.
Soda's a chase.
Yep.
She chased. All right, so what we got going on right now is one has to go. That is where, in case you don't know, we literally pick one that has to go. And with that said, what got to go? Let's take a look.
All right, let's see.
Oh, one got to go. Soul food, Mexican food, Italian food, and Chinese food. And if you can't see it, Mexican food consists of all types of
Mexican food.
From Mexico. Chinese food is the China stuff that you get from the China spot. Italian food consists of the number one food that I think most black people eat, and that is spaghetti.
I know, that's why I can't say that. I was gonna say Italian at first, but
so it definitely varies. So Mel, we're gonna start with you.
I knew you was gonna pick me.
I know.
I knew you was
you
gonna
the
pick me.
greediest one in the room. So
I know.
I want to know which one got to go.
Seeing this food on the screen right now made me want to dance. I'm ready to eat.
And she definitely dances when she eat.
See,
she one of them.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, in a buffet line, I be getting it.
When 50 Cent said, "I love you like a fat kid love cake," she was the fat kid.
She thought they were talking to her.
Anyway,
you like where the cake? What kind of cake?
Birthday cake.
Oh.
As long as it's birthday cake, she good.
Let's see. Well,
that's tough.
Man, this is hard. This is a hard decision, but
yeah.
I'm gonna just say, it hurts me to say this, but I think I'm gonna have to let the Mexican go.
Ooh, you just had Mexican yesterday.
I know.
She
That's why I
did.
said it's gonna hurt me
No
let it
more
go.
nachos.
I like nachos.
No more tacos.
I like
no more
tacos,
burritos.
too.
All right, Reese, what about you?
Bruh, you know, that spaghetti is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never let go of soul food, so that's already.
All
Dead.
right.
So I'm gonna say Chinese food for me.
Okay, all right. Chinese food. Wow. Okay. Well, for me, I'm looking at. There's only one food up there that really make me go to the bathroom.
Mexican.
And so we're gonna say Mexican. So for me, one gotta go is Mexican. I mean, I'm keeping soul food, Italian food, Chinese food, and letting Mexican go on to Mexico. Even though I love Mexican food.
You just had it yesterday, bro.
Bro, I had Chinese food yesterday too.
Yeah,
no more nachos though.
Bro,
I
listen,
know that's hard.
Listen, I would rather have General Chicken over nachos. I'd rather have spaghetti over nachos. I'd rather have collard greens, corn on the cob, candy yams. I'd rather have all of that shit over nachos. Nobody want to hear none of that bullshit. That's all I'm saying. All right, so now that we know which one got to go, we are at the social media video of the day. So let's take some time and let's take a look at our social media video of the day.
What we got?
Angry girlfriend. Ooh, is this the one? Oh yeah, I seen.
You thought it was funny to go out of your way and delete my fucking players?
Yes.
You think this shit funny? You think it's funny to delete all my fucking players when you know damn well this how the fuck I make my money?
Can't you just get them back or something?
Bruh. Get your ass out. Get out.
No,
Seriously, get the fuck out my face.
I thought it.
All my fucking players ain't here.
Okay, relax.
Get out. Get out. Get out the fucking room, man.
Okay.
This shit not funny, dog. You stay playing with my shit.
I'm sorry.
Get out.
I'm sorry.
No, seriously, get the fuck out of here, dog. Ain't none of my fucking shit here, bro. I told you stop playing with my shit. Fuck. Told you stop playing with my shit. Fuck. Wrong with this dumbass girl, dog?
We're not talking about.
Damn, bro. Oh, damn, bro. Oh, man, ain't playing, bro. Stay playing with my shit, bro. I told you don't touch my shit. God damn. Stop playing with my shit.
He had like
You ain't gonna play that shit.
And not only that, but you know how much he take this bill up and he make money off of it.
and this is his bag.
You know it's bad when you're willing to break a control.
Play with my shit, bro.
He broke two of them.
No, damn well this how I fucking make my money. And you think it's funny to make this shit a prank. Now I ain't got none of my fucking players.
And then he grabs another one and throws that.
But she did it for fun.
Man, fuck!
See, look what I said.
Wrong with this girl, man. Man, I told you.
He got a
makes. I mean, I'm not. We're talking
their
about next
relationship
level.
might be over.
Listen,
Nah,
I ain't
if
even
you watch
gonna
the
lie,
whole
bro.
thing, he calms down.
Bro,
Does he?
all I'm saying is it's just one of those things where
I've seen worse. There was another one that was way worse than that. I thought he actually was gonna put his hands on him.
I just know that is not something to play with.
That's messing with somebody's livelihood.
And not to mention that she is most likely capitalizing off of the money that he
benefiting
is
off of
making
that.
from it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like at some point, you know, it got to be serious. And people take pranks way too far nowadays.
Yeah.
You
It's
know what I'm
not
saying?
funny,
All
yo.
for views.
Most
So
of these pranks don't even really be funny.
Wait,
Bro.
let me just say it. She don't understand the mechanisms behind this whole thing.
She didn't understand the mechanism.
she don't understand the mechanism. Ain't that some shit?
Oh God.
Boy.
Oh, Lord.
Little
T.
inside joke there. Little inside joke there.
T.
All right,
just
next
saying.
up. Next up, damn, somebody just
That's
died.
how Ebola back there, didn't it? Came from the motherland.
Oh man.
Next up, we got blind reaction. Oh, wait. Let's look at the comments because I think a lot of people don't take as serious what he was going through. So let's see what a lot of people was saying.
I think people like,
So
I can't read it.
some of the
It
comments
must have
was
been all females
pretty
that
much
don't play the
saying,
game.
I don't even play 2K, but I know that was like hours and hours of work gone.
Okay,
And then
so,
they spend
so
money
that
on
person
those on that
understands.
game too.
Right. You know what I'm saying? She could have just bought a new disc and had his original disc.
I thought the same. Oh, she could have took his memory out.
Whoever posted that don't know what the fuck they talking about. Cause
Yeah, because buying a new disc, and
buying a
still
new
gonna be
disc don't
saved.
matter, right? You know,
Right.
she could have saved that shit to the cloud though, or saved it on that external
'cause
hard drive.
No, that's what one girl thought she did. She
right.
thought she saved it to the cloud.
Yeah, she just didn't. So she just
didn't,
stupid.
and she deleted everything.
All right, what else we got? What one of the comments said red flag. Next up we got that is why you do 2-factor authentication. I get that, you know what I'm saying? That way she wouldn't even be able to get in there to do it, but that's just a lot of work every time to log on and had to verify your shit twice. And then you got, it's not the fact it's a game, it's the hours of work, focus, energy, determination, and time that went into getting it to his point, to that point. And to get to a person to that point.
There was like one, it was an 86, it was 96, 92, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was about 4 players that she deleted.
And then the last comment on this page says, the fact that she is laughing and not seeing how serious it is messed up.
Because see, people think it's a game while he's playing the game. Now a game can make you millions of dollars.
Yeah, that can make you
Bruh.
But
money.
you don't have to work. He probably does that. It's his job. Like,
Again,
Literally,
like I said,
literally.
she didn't understand the mechanisms behind
The
that whole
mechanism.
thing.
And then last page of comments, we got,
somebody's being hella petty today.
I had an ex that would turn games off mid-play. She was successful once.
What?
And then somebody else said, who's that, Nico? He said, my anger issues could never. Well, we know that he's a domestic abuser.
He just said that sounded like I beat on women. Like,
Right,
that
exactly.
just sounded like domestic violence.
Yeah,
right there.
absolutely.
Damn.
And then I don't know what name that is, Mr. Something, but it says relationship is over. I don't think the relationship
it's
is
not
over.
He actually calmed down.
But
he wasn't calm, and they kind of played it off.
but the possibility of that relationship being over was really high in that moment.
Mean, that's like somebody
Yeah, I
going to your
think so.
job and pulling a prank on at your job.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
That's just like, it's not funny.
That's like me working from home, and while I'm in the middle of a call, my
Like,
kids
why
come
you-
and turn off all the power.
Or why you in,
Oh, my
why you in the
gosh.
middle of a business call,
Right.
a business meeting?
You know what I'm saying? About to
And-
close the sale.
he about to close down a multi-million-dollar sale,
You know, so
and they start yelling or something. That's not funny,
bro,
Certain-
that's
it's just
crazy,
not
but
funny.
that's not funny. And
It wasn't
I-
even cute. Like that
I
whole
think people
situation.
should take the time to consider that. Goddamn, Mel, your eye okay?
I was itching.
Shit, it got that show up.
Yeah, I itching.
Yeah, both of them
It got a
itching.
bug in it. You
She
should
can't
eat
see
it.
a motherfucking thing because she be eating bugs.
Here we
She been
go.
eating bug.
Here we
Bug
go with this because I don't eat ass. Is that what?
Oh,
is that what
man.
we're
See,
going
my
back
eyes
to?
ain't itch at all because
Hell no.
eating ass is healthy.
But your mouth smell like ass.
Wait, did you just say
I
eating
got
ass
gum.
is healthy?
I
That
got
shit
gum
is
and
not
shit.
healthy.
I got
Ain't
shit.
nothing
Gum
healthy
can't
about
cover up
that.
shit.
You eat ass. You say you'll eat ass too.
But I don't eat ass. That's
But
the
he don't
difference.
eat ass.
You eat ass. I don't eat ass. I won't eat bugs. I eat ass first. So that's the
You wait,
difference.
what?
I won't eat bugs. So that means that I eat ass
I
before I
agree
eat
with.
bugs.
Then I agree with
Right,
you.
but you eat ass regularly.
No, I
So,
don't.
Well,
Just not this year.
Right, just not this year.
That's a fact.
I mean, that's what you said.
But that's not right. If I eat ass regularly, that I'd have had some, eat some ass last week.
Right.
But I
That's
haven't.
that's fine. You 100% right.
So
just
it's not
I
regular.
understand.
Just know
Yeah.
that you've played the same role as tissue.
Coming from a bug eater.
I'm sorry. That's tissue. I'm sorry. That was kind of funny though.
Let's go.
You don't want to agree that was kind of funny.
I don't care.
Let's go to
saying,
That ain't
our.
gonna deter me. Like, you say that like, it's gonna stop
That ain't
something.
gonna stop me from eating ass.
There you go. There you go.
Shit, nigga, that's
you go.
ass. I'm gonna eat that shit. All right, let's go to our blind reaction video now. Let's see what we got going on.
Oh, I gotta always brace.
In high schools across America, Christian girls are saving themselves for marriage.
Why they
Many
quote-
of these virgins,
Whoa, that went too fast.
God's loopholes. Holy, oh hell no!
Here we go.
Oh
some
gosh.
bullshit.
All my life, I've been good, do what my mom and dad and God say I should. Go to church and Bible
Well, who
school
will fuck them?
to live by
Well, I guess it is
God's rules.
Fuck anybody's
So
urges out there.
whatever people tell me,
One girl eyes are
that the
spread way
Bible
too far
tells
apart.
me,
Yeah, them Jones got
I will do.
She look like a Flarby.
Walk the halls of high school with my
hobbit.
purity ring. Unlike those other girls, I got my morals in check. It was easy to do till I got a boyfriend. And pardon my French, but he's cute as heck. But I made a pact to keep my hymen intact, and Jesus and I
Whoa,
are
wait a
tight.
minute.
Never learned about the birds and bees. I was taught to keep an aspirin in between my knees. Because the
aspirin?
Bible says premarital sex is wrong. But Jason says that guys can't wait that
Why the fuck
long.
is an
I
aspirin?
don't want to lose him to someone
Do that
who
mean
to
something?
him. I need to figure something out.
I don't know.
Well, there's a loophole in the scripture that works really well, so I can get him
A
off
loophole in
without
the
going to
scripture?
hell. It's my Hail Mary full of grace. In Jesus' name we go to fifth base.
What?
Fifth
Oh,
base.
thank you for making me holy.
They going to
Thank
hell.
you for giving me holes to choose from. And since I'm not a godless whore,
I'm sorry.
they'll have to come in the back door. Therefore, fuck me in the ass, cause I love Jesus. Good Lord, I want it that way.
Fuck me in the ass
Give me
'cause I
that
love
sweet
Jesus.
sensation of a throbbing rationalization.
Oh my God.
It's just between
I
you
thought
and
that first one was bad.
Maybe
Everyone
We have
knows
reached
it's
another
sex
level.
that God can't see.
I'm gonna pray for my goddaughter.
It's
Oh
hard
my gosh.
to be as pure as me, to resist the urge to lose my vaginal virginity, to wait
My vaginal
until
virginity.
my
So
marriage
is that
bed
what
to
happened
give my
now?
husband my unsullied maidenhead.
So you can get fucked in the
take
ass and you
your
ain't a virgin?
cock
Oh, you
out,
still a
shove
virgin?
it in my ass, fuck me until you come.
Whoa.
Oops, I mean let's join our souls and unite our bodies and fly with the wings of
white Jesus.
God.
What the fuck is happening? You just heard about the color of Jesus?
Don't touch my clitoris.
They is
You
trying to
ring
get fucked in
Satan's
the
doorbell,
ass
God
to
can't
keep their
afford this.
virginity.
And no prophylactics when you put it in.
Her eyes big
Birth
as
controls
fuck.
for sluts, and it's a sin. I've emptied my bowels and laid out the towels.
Emptied
I'm
my
ready
bowels?
for romance. Now I'm praying
Laid
to
out
the
the towels,
power
she
that's
was
the
shit on
highest.
herself.
But of all of my holes,
At
this
least she gonna
one's
clean
the
that shit
driest.
up.
And we can't procreate if we anally copulate. And God's okay with sodomy, but only if you're straight. And I'm staying pure no matter what.
What?
So I'm okay
My
with
God.
everything but everything but everything but.
Ain't no
Whoa,
ass in that
fuck me in the
video.
ass
But
'cause I
not
love Jesus.
a liquor ass.
Good Lord, we want it that way.
They was saying, but ain't
Give me
no
that
but.
sweet sensation of a rock hard
But why is they
rationalization.
going through
It's
the,
just between you
with the
and
cross in the
me.
Why
background?
is he looking like that?
Everyone knows it's the sex
Did he-
that God can't see.
Whoa, they so disrespectful to the Lord.
I do whatever the Bible tells me to.
No.
Except
Wait,
for the parts that I
why they
choose
act
to
like they in
ignore.
heaven?
Unrealistic and inconvenient, but the rest I live by for sure. So let's not talk about how the good book bans shellfish, polyester, and divorce, and how it condones slavery and killing gays, because those parts don't count, of course. Let's cherry pick the part about losing my cherry and mine it for ambiguities and omissions to circumvent any real sacrifice, but still feel biased in my arbitrary parroted positions. And don't you dare question my convictions.
This few times
And don't look
I've ever
closely
been
at the
shocked and
contradictions.
amazed and surprised
Just focus
about
on a sacrificial
This is
crucifixion.
actually the second time
And have
in
faith
a
in its
month.
complete jurisdiction. It's the only way to measure if you're good or not. And in a debate, just say to have faith, because when up against logic,
I'm
it's the
gonna have
only
to talk
card
my
you've
guy.
got. So
What the
close your
fuck?
eyes,
What's happening?
take a deep breath, and fuck me in the ass, because I love Jesus. If the Lord wanted that with me, give me that sweet sensation of an irrational
I downloaded this song
rationalization.
today.
It's just between
Oh,
you
don't
and
do it.
me.
Look at her face.
Bruh.
Why is
Everyone
she-
knows it's the sex.
Look at her face.
God can't
Bro,
see.
But why the butts
Why
gotta
they
look
have
like?
My
five in
chastity
each
They're
other?
belt
white.
has
They're
locks.
white booty.
But sometimes you need to think outside the box.
Oh, outside the box. Ah, pun
I like the
intended.
way-
Pun intended. Hey, that is some absolute bullshit.
Oh my God.
Listen,
Wow.
just sit for a second, please.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yes.
Yeah, we do.
She is enjoying this.
I just
Wait a minute.
I
Say it for the crowd
okay.
in the back.
So
Get yourself together now.
first and foremost, it's so many red flags with this video. It's so many red flags that is in full-fledged existence. I'm just trying to pinpoint it all now. One of the videos that we saw, we watched the fucking pedophile shuffle or some shit.
What?
Sex offender shuffle.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I forgot.
And then we watched two
remember.
people rapping for Jesus saying Jesus is they nigga.
Yes.
And
Right.
now she said, fuck me in my ass.
I'm noticing a pattern with these videos.
Fucking white people.
Wait.
Whoa.
It says what now?
Every last one of them videos
She said,
is white
do
people.
it in my butt for Jesus.
Fuck me in the ass
Fuck
for
me in
Jesus.
the ass for Jesus.
For Jesus.
You heard what
Jesus.
she said.
She didn't say do it in my butt. She actually
said,
said,
fuck.
fuck me in my ass.
For Jesus. Pause.
Now, it's ironic that video came in the process of Ass Man that we got right here with Reese. You know what I'm saying?
Is it
Reese-
saying the same guy
Reese-
who never answered that question from last week?
What question? No, I won't fuck another man. You want me to answer the question? God damn, I would never fuck another man.
It only took you a
God
week.
damn. Why I gotta answer that?
It only took you a week.
I gotta answer that shit. All I'm simply saying is, I'm not a fan that they putting anal sex and Jesus in the same conversation.
I thought that was a sin.
Well, I thought so too, but they said it's a loophole
Well, she said that
because you know she
she got
like-
options of her hoes.
right. She said she
She
got
said
options.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
can
Right.
pick her hole.
But I thought that was a I thought that was a ma'am.
It's only if it's they got plenty of holes to choose from. You got the butt hole, you got the vag hole, you got the mouth hole, you got the ear hole, the nose hole. You even got the eye hole if you could get in the eye hole.
That's
The belly button.
The belly button ain't a hole, but it's dirty as hell.
What?
All I'm saying is, it's just one of
my
those
God.
You don't
things.
clean y'all belly button?
wait. What? Why did you say y'all?
Bro, I said the belly button is dirty as hell. Plain and simple. That means that the fucking belly button is dirty. I ain't say nobody
mine.
clean they shit or none of that shit. It's still dirty.
Not mine.
Okay, all right.
But all I'm saying is that this song is wrong. It's so wrong on so many
Bro,
different
I
levels.
just, you know, I wonder if there's people out there who really think that way. Like,
Man, look.
if it's women out there who
it
think
is.
that,
Look, I'm
you know, if
pretty
they get
sure-
fucked in the ass, then they not a virgin no more.
I'm pretty sure that
Or
somebody
that they still a virgin. If
who
They
thinks
doing
that,
it for Jesus.
but like
That's what the song
that's
was
just
about.
weird.
So is virgin short for vagina?
Wait a minute. What?
Like does virgin and vagina go together? So if you
does.
don't do
I
it
thought
in the
any
vagina,
kind of sex is sex, right?
Nah, because remember,
no, because
you
if
can get fucked in your ass for Jesus.
If a virgin suck dick, is they still a virgin?
No, you cannot. You cannot say that.
Why not? They said it. And they had Jesus with them.
They is
That
fucking
was
white.
not Jesus.
They got privilege.
So hold on. So they
we don't
privilege?
got that privilege to
So
be like
their
Jesus in
Their Jesus is different from our Jesus.
Listen, no matter what happened, it's the reason that they got privilege and we don't. Jesus gave them privilege
To get fucked in the ass and it's okay.
Well, they said it was
in His
that
name.
They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'ma just mind my business.
I'm just saying. Hey, they getting fucked in the ass in the name of Jesus. Do you eat ass in the name of Jesus?
Yeah,
I don't
do
pray
you?
before I eat the ass.
Well,
I'll say grace.
You're supposed to
Wait, you
say
don't say
grace.
grace?
Do you say grace when you eat some pussy?
What you mean? I would absolutely.
Why
Thank
not?
you for this snack.
For this snack. Oh my God.
God is good. God is great.
Oh
Let
my
me thank you for
God.
this plate. Hey man, it's like, hey, man, that's what you say before you eat some pussy? No.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Where?
Oh man, that was
gosh.
that was the weirdest blind reaction.
Where
video
did
What?
this even come
up to this
from?
point.
That wasn't.
what?
Wait, that
wait,
wasn't. I
weirder
think
than that was up there than the first one.
Bro, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
because they just said
yes.
fuck me in the ass for Jesus. Like
exactly.
fuck me in the ass
This
for
is- this
Jesus.
one is.
Listen,
This
it's
takes
a,
number one.
Hold on. So,
it's a difference between fuck me in the ass for Jesus and Jesus my nigga.
What? Jesus my nigga.
No, you
And the
talking about the
pedophile
first
jump?
one, the pretty.
Remember the pedophile jump? That's better than
Yes,
fuck me in the ass
bro.
for
This
Jesus.
is worse.
Bro, you were saying
What?
fuck me
This
in the
takes number
ass
one
for,
to me.
for
Don't
Jesus.
nothing to me take over some pedophiles singing about how you should be ducking me.
All they doing is singing.
Listen,
What?
When you saying fuck me in the ass in the name of our Lord and Savior, you got some goddamn problems.
there was a loophole. And did you see the video? Did you even watch the video? Did you see? what
They was
were
getting
doing?
fucked with a cross in the room. They had the cross.
Wait, and it was they were high fiving each other.
Room. What do you mean?
This is just the devil.
What do you
You
mean?
is just the devil. God damn.
Oh my
I had
God.
sex in the church parking lot.
Hey, but look, man, listen.
my
That was a
gosh.
great blind reaction. That was, bruh.
Yeah, that caught me by surprise.
It's starting to get a pattern.
It's getting weird. That's all I can
It's
say about
getting
that.
a
But
Somebody's over there smiling like
That's
a kid, a pig and shit.
that's the point of
While
a
we
blind
feel
reaction.
damaged and
what
and
in
I
So-
the world? I
have to
cannot
pray
believe
for
I
our
just
babies.
saw
Hey,
that.
with that said, man, let's get that this last it's shot o'clock time up in the air. So those at home, get your shot, please. Mel, where your shot at? I don't see your shot. We are celebrating.
I
It's
drunk
a
mine already.
celebration. Nope,
Don't worry about
she
it.
lying. You ain't got.
You
Excuse
don't
me.
remember
You
when
ain't
I
got to
dropped
lie,
mine
Craig.
already?
It's shot
Okay.
o'clock.
It's a
It's
celebration.
shot
last
o'clock.
Well, we got the audience
Shot
that
o'clock.
they got
You
you know
pass
liquor.
that to our audience so that they can get the shot too. And those at home, make sure you're drinking water. Drink some water.
I'm just
Yes,
saying.
I train weekly.
Drink some
Yeah, please drink
water.
some water. I'm definitely gonna need some water. I think I have someone that's ready to take some more shots. And how many is this? 4? I'm probably end up taking 4 more before the night over.
Must be nice.
We celebrating you, girl.
We celebrating.
Mhm. Yes, we will.
I know it's a
It's your
celebration.
birthday.
Oh my gosh.
With that said, let's put
Not
these
my
shots
birthday
up.
though.
Well,
Not my birthday.
Let's put these shots
It's a
up. Let's shout out to Mel. Mel has gotten a big time promotion, so shout out to her, bringing in that bread.
He's a house
you.
nigga now.
I ain't never
Oh.
a house nigga. You got the gang fucked up. Don't say that in front of white people. You got the gang fucked
Hold
up.
on, you just said white people are this and that.
Yeah, it's a white person in the audience. So with that said, let's take
Well,
our
Close
time.
enough.
Let's throw it back.
Close enough.
Hey,
Oh my god.
thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see
Yes,
y'all
we
next
love all
time.
people,
Throw it back. Drink
We do
responsibly.
love
Drink
everyone.
no
water.
matter what color.
Let go.
All right.
And that's the game. Peace.
Chug-a-lock. Swallow it like them babies.
Whoa.
Tastes like roaches.
Oh no.
You can stop it.
Booty, 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 booty.